Hey Leo, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we're going to do your general love read for the days between February 14th through the 16th. Keep in mind, these are general readings. They cannot possibly apply to every single person watching. But if you would like a personal reading, the link is always in the description box below. As always, I charge both decks on top of crystal organite pucks. In doing so, that charges, balances, and aligns the energy for our readings. Okay, I also charge both decks on top of your own personalized astrological card. So again, this reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals, and I hope everyone is doing well today. I'm an intuitive reader. I read the traditional sense of the card, but more than anything, I'm going to give you guys the messages that I pick up intuitively. When I was meditating over you guys' energy, I heard the song I Drove All Night by Celine Dion. Now, you know that ain't nothing that I chose. I don't choose any of the songs or any of the messages that I pick up anyway, but that has been a long time since I heard that song. So this is definitely a message for you guys. And when I asked, what does that message entail? What is it that I need to relate to you guys? I feel strongly like it's somebody who is after the Leo. Somebody is ready to declare their love for you, and they're just ready to do whatever it takes to get your attention, to express how they feel about you. And it could be you. You would know how that is flipped around. You would know if you want to give somebody a love offer or you want to express some strong, because this is strong feelings, okay? And it's so funny. I kid you guys not. I cannot make this up. When I was shuffling this deck so that I can, get ready for the reading in between different readings, I literally seen the Chariot upright. Somebody is on their way to you, or you're on your way to somebody. Somebody feels very strongly. It's because it's a passion. It's a very strong passion behind it, okay? So let's see what we get. As always, I never look at the cards. I want to be surprised just like you guys. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements in your chart, or the person of interest could. But more than anything, this is something very stable. This is a powerful, I know it's a Pentacle card, so it doesn't seem like something like passionate, but this is something that's solid. Whatever this is with you and this person is solid. This is the home life. This is your finances are balanced. Your home life is balanced. Somebody is ready to offer that. It's either you or this person. Somebody's ready to offer something that's solid and long lasting. This is a solid foundation. Look how big this pentacle is. Every time I look at this card, it always makes me think of literally the foundation that a house is sitting on top of. Keep in mind, I'm not sure if this is a ferret or a weasel, but every time I see this card, I'm always drawn to this. And I always hear in my head somebody was being a weasel, like something sneaky could have gone on. And maybe this is why you or this person has to drive all night to get back to this person to prove that, you care about them and you want to express love to them. We'll see what we get as we part the deck so that we can shuffle. Look at that pentacle, pentacle, pentacle. There's definitely some abundance, financial abundance, emotional stability, something is solid. With that Six of Pentacles, right, especially right next to the Ace, okay, this is something new, a new offer, something profound. There's balance. And I feel like at one point there wasn't balance. If this is somebody that you're trying to get back to, and I feel like this is a message that either you or another person is trying to get back to somebody, and now there's a sense of balance, and because things are balanced now somebody is able to offer something long lasting, something secure. That's what I'm hearing, something very secure. And we have now the Moon in reverse and now the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Two major arcanas, right? Like I said, these are very powerful changes. And the energy that I feel is passionate, very powerful. It's very powerful. More so than passionate, powerful. Because this is, things that the universe has hand in behind the scenes. With the Moon card in reverse, I feel like there was a lot of things that was hidden. Especially if this is a relationship where you're going back to somebody, or you want to go back to somebody, or somebody's want to come back to you. There was a lot of things hidden. And I feel like it had to do with the home life and the stability. Somebody was possibly hiding what was going on with their finances or where they live, something to that nature. But I don't feel like that's anything that is going to be of question right now or any further. Look at that, blockages. Every time it's difficult for me to shuffle, blockages. Yeah, a lot of Pentacle energy here. Now you had the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's letting go of whatever they were holding on to. Somebody was holding on to the fact that they felt like somebody was lying to them. Because I'm hearing something about lying with this Moon card. Because, the Moon card is about things that are unseen, unknown. And it's also about your intuition, things that are hidden, right? And somebody was holding on to those feelings about it, and they're letting it go now. So some of you guys are definitely dealing with somebody with some strong earth sign placements. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It could be you. Yeah. Very strong. Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Somebody was holding on to feeling like they were abandoned. Again, this is somebody with the Five of Pentacles is about, it always gives me energy about somebody being kicked out of their home, or somebody feeling abandoned, or somebody feeling like somebody just really left them in a position where they had to fend for themselves and they knew that they couldn't. Just a overall feeling of a heaviness, like somebody, I just keep hearing somebody felt like they were abandoned. Most definitely. You went for literally 5 to 4. And they're holding on to those feelings. They're holding on to those feelings of abandonment. That's what I'm picking up. Somebody has some strong earth in their chart. Ooh. And you know what? I kid you not, I've had this deck for almost 2 years, and I've never noticed this. Right in the corner, there's a rat up here. And you see how I said with that Ace of Pentacles, it was a weasel. Even if it's a ferret, I keep seeing it as a weasel, and then you got a rat. Weasels and rats is always positive things to spirit animals and messages, but with their weasels, you always hear that saying, like that little weasel, like somebody being sneaky and conniving. And then, rat, I always hear in my head, rat bastard, somebody's just being a snake and sneaky. And I said that with that moon card, and now we had his moon in the background here too, right? I said that with the moon card, somebody felt like someone was being sneaky in regards to either where they lived, where they were residing, or who they were residing with. I feel like somebody felt like that. And then I also feel about the finances. Somebody was lying about their finances. 9 of Cups. Somebody wants some type of celebration. Somebody wants, and look at it again. There's some sneakiness going on. At the very top, you got a mouse again. It's some type of sneakiness going on. But then also on a more positive note, like I said, there's always a positive and there's a more challenging aspect, and then there's a more positive note. Mice are busy. They stay busy. They're always working. They're always trying to build harvest, right? And we did see a lot of Pentacle cards, so that could be somebody who's like working very hard to build their harvest so that they can be the 9 of Cups and celebrate, okay? So you would know how that applies, because if you have been like on the grind, just working, now things are coming to harvest, because that's the first thing I heard in my head was harvest. So it doesn't always have to be negative with the mice or in the rat, but I'm telling you, like, it's something about that, especially with that ferret, weasel. That's an interesting animal to put in that particular card, and that makes me feel like it was some sneakiness going on. I don't, regardless of what we see here, there was something else. There was something going on. And yeah. Because you got 3 cups here, 1, 2, 3. And then you got 3 cups, here. I'm not saying, don't get to get in the comments fussing. I'm not saying that there was third party. But there could have been some outside entertainment. Somebody entertaining, even if not on a physical level, communicating with other people outside of the relationship. Okay, this card didn't want to go in. The 6 of Wands in reverse. Now you have one card that's about celebration and building towards celebration. Then you have the 6 of Wands. That's something about not having something being celebratory. And I feel like because somebody doesn't, I strongly feel like someone doesn't trust someone. Someone is feeling like they can't trust a person. What did I say? And I said that, and I just said that about the 3s, right? And then now you have the 3 of Swords. There could have been a third party situation. I didn't want to say it because, people get so upset. Even when I hear readings, I'm like, it's always some third party situation. There's always somebody doing something. Yeah. In this case, there could have been another person. They were heartbroken, and that's why you have the 6 of Wands in reverse. And this person, and I feel like they don't feel like they can have a victory with you, or you feel like you can't have victory with them because it was somebody else. It's some other energies involved, okay? Look. I parred randomly so that we could shuffle the deck. Now you have 3 of Cups in reverse. You guys definitely was dealing with somebody who either had a third party situation or you did. We're not going to argue about this because you see it right here. I don't choose how I parred, okay? There were some third party situations. And somebody wants to come out of it. And you know what's so interesting? Wow. Okay. So the song that I heard, the Celine Dion song, I Drove All Night, you see how he's on this horse and this person feels like he's going to ride his way into victory. It's in reverse. If this is you, fire sign, you want to come out of a difficult time with a person that you may have just broken up with, or whatever the case may be. You want to have a victory with this person. It may not happen. And I know that's like, why would you tell me that on Valentine's Day? I mean, just being, with tarot, we want to be proactive. It helps us kind of navigate things. And this doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be the case. Look at that. I'm telling you right now, somebody had another party. Somebody had some extra outside situation going on. And okay, we had multiple cards pop up. You have the Knight of Cups, you have the Ten of Swords, and then you have the King of Pentacles. So like I said, it's a lot of earthy energy. I feel like you can have some earth in your chart. Most definitely, there's a lot of earth energy. Somebody wants some type of reconciliation, and they want somebody to accept their apology. I feel like this person, you or this other person, I feel like it's you, fire sign, Leo, wands, this is wand energy. I feel like you may have been a person who was, very much, you're popular, very well known. I don't know a Leo who is not. Leos are charismatic, charming, male or female, whoever this is for. I feel like you may have been a very hot commodity, and you may have stepped outside of your relationship. And again, it doesn't just have to be you. It could be somebody else. But I feel like somebody may have took the bait. And I'm saying that because there's a specific person. Like, there's a crowd right here. But it's one specific person that you can see their whole outline. Like, I feel like it was somebody literally. And as I'm saying, I'm thinking it's somebody who's outside of your relationship. This wasn't your relationship partner. There's somebody on the outside that you may have entertained. What I'm also getting with this, it may have happened when you were drunk or drinking or partying. Because the Nine of Cups can also be the cups, not just about celebration, but gluttony, over drinking, It could have been some over drinking happening, and you could have done something you had no business doing. Two of Pentacles, reverse. Juggling. And look at that. So you guys can see I didn't just pick anything. Five of Wands in reverse. Again, this is you guys' energy. So let me tell you something. You guys went from the Six of Wands to the Five of Wands, both in reverse. I feel like, again, this is you guys' energy. There was some fighting. And I feel like if you go to this person and first, let me not jump the gun. You may be dealing with somebody and you want to express that you want to come back to this person and make amends. This person may give you the notion that, okay, I'll think about it. I feel like they thought about it, and the answer is no. And I want to tell you why I feel like that. Or you or this other person. It doesn't have to be the other person. You would know how that applies again. Somebody said no. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, again, you have the Six of Wands in reverse, and clarifying is the Five of Wands in reverse. I'm going to hold it upright so you can see the imagery. Six of Wands, somebody wanted to have a victory. And then with this Five of Wands, I got hair in my face. Conflict. There's conflict. I feel like there's conflict because somebody did something they had no business doing. I'm not picking the cards. You see what's happening. But it's coming up in reverse. So there's a lack of conflict now, but then there's also a lack of victory. And I feel like because even though somebody wants to come out of it, I don't necessarily feel like this person has come out of it completely. With this situation, the conflict, I feel like it still feels heavy. It feels heavy because I feel like this person doesn't feel like they can trust you, and that's why this Two of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like they were trying to think about whether or not they wanted to work things out with you, but with it coming up in reverse, clarifying the Nine of Cups, I feel like this person has decided that there is too much. And especially with this outline right here, I feel like this person may have been a secret to you or the other person, but they found out who this person was, and it caused this conflict, this arguing, this confrontation. I'm hearing somebody, even though they are like, their wands are up, I am literally hearing that somebody may have swatted at somebody, like swung something at somebody, literally. And I never say that with this card. Even though it does depict that, I never say that with this card. I feel like somebody was pissed. And they may have actually physically swung something. I don't like to dramatics of it, you know, but I'm just being honest with the energy I'm picking up for this specific reading. And then, as I say with the song I Drove All Night, you see how right here you have a small ship here and then a big ship in the back, like it's trying to catch up with it. I feel like like I said, somebody is wanting to come and speak to somebody and communicate with someone. Again, back to this Six of Wands, you know, he's on his horse ready to move forward into victory. And I feel like it's not going to happen the way that this person wants it to. It doesn't have to necessarily mean that this person isn't going to hear you out. Because I feel like with this, they definitely were hearing you out. But I don't feel like it may go the way that you want it to. Especially not with the Six of Wands in reverse. I don't feel like it's going to. Because, you know, the Six of Wands upright is about a victory. Feeling victorious, celebrating. I don't feel like... Ooh. And I'm hearing right now somebody said, you've celebrated enough. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, somebody's having a difficult time trusting another person. Like I said, it could be you or the other person. Somebody's having a difficult time trusting another person. I always say that also with this card. There's one big ship here and there's a small ship right here, right? So somebody, especially with relationships, I feel as though this is one that's solid and validated alone. Like it has a lot of flags on it, some years attached to this situation. But then you have a newer one, okay? It's something small that's trying to catch up to this, or something that's it's just something in the background. It's what I always pick up with this card. It's something in the background, something going on in the background. That's what I always pick up with this card, especially with love readings and love energy. And I feel like this person isn't going to be able to really come out of their head about whatever happened. And that could be very difficult for this situation. But somebody definitely wants to reconnect. Most definitely. You would know how that applies to your situation, okay? So Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals, as always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Bye.